friends, how are you? I'm Laura and this is day 5 of our Time to Fly belly dance with veil in 30 days. So in this video I will be teaching you how to walk in an elegant and nice way with your veil. So let's start. As I already explained you, in Middle East, in Egypt, in the Oriental shows, normally the veil is used as entrance of your show, of your choreography. So it will not be used all the choreography, all your show, but just to impress a little bit the audience with the entrance, as can make you feel more dressed, make you feel more elegant, just to give a theatrical impact. And after you take it out, after maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, I don't know, you take it out and then you start for real to dance with your hips and all the other movements. So in this case, we will do a walk. It's very useful to learn how to walk with this veil from your backstage to the stage, to your audience. And of course, this will impress in a positive or in a negative way your audience. For this reason, better to learn it. So as always, we start bringing our veil. And I use always this one of mine is silk. If you have another type of veil, it doesn't matter. Maybe you will get used to heavier or lighter weight, and this will impact a little bit your steps. So you catch it as you know, and through the flipping we bring it in the back, and we can imagine to use it in different ways while we are walking, while we are doing maybe chassé. And there are also many types of walk, and we will see it together. The first one, we want to walk with our veil in the back, and we keep our arms down. And the idea is that we want like the veil touch a little bit the floor, catching a little bit of air, so it will not really be vertical to the floor like this, but of course it will come only by movement. I want this a little bit, just touch softly the floor while I'm walking. And this is about how much heavy it is, so maybe you have to walk slower or faster. For example, the walk can be with ondulation of your hips, and in this case we keep our arms not really as always here, but also you can put it here, why not, or in this position, and take care of your arms. That has to be totally in an elegant position. So I will do it front of you first. I work with my hips and I make, oh, it falls down, sorry. I do it again. So I catch my veil. This is the problem with the silk veil, that it's very easy to lose it because it doesn't have border, but it doesn't matter. But let's try again. So I walk slowly because this catch the air so much, so I don't need to run. But if you have an heavy veil, maybe you need to run a little bit more. So from the side, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, and again, and. Be elegant, be soft, so maybe walk with your heels up to be more charming, because it doesn't fit that you use a way of walking that is more ballady, less elegant, and after you wear a veil. No, this is totally another style. So again, and I can turn in my back, 1, 2, 3, kind of models who wants to show the costume, the veil, before starting to dance. And of course with this move, it fits if you have space, of course. In this moment I don't have much space, but I just want to show you the move. After you will do it in your space. Or we have a second possibility, or it means we keep our hand in second position, open. And as normally, maybe we keep our arms a little bit more close, more down. When we have the veil, it's always better to stretch it a little bit more. And don't forget to stretch all your body, all your upper body, as I told you, to give the veil more open feeling, and also not to endure, not to have pain in the back after you dance, because otherwise with the arms and with the veil you will feel it. So in this case I open my arms like this and I walk with the same walk, and as you can see the veil fly thanks to the air, because this is what we want. We want that it catches as much air as it can to fly. So 1, 2, 1, and I change 1, 2, 1, 2. I will do from my back to the front. Remember not to open too much or you will lose the control of your body. This is the position, and this is all controlled from your belly button. So let's do a small walk around, maybe like this. You see the veil becomes alive as it flies. I don't have enough space, I know, but I just need to show you. And you can do this also with the other type of movement. Of course, you can use, for example, a gala step or some kind of shimmy. I like veil with ondulation, but of course depends on the music, so it can be even 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you can use your technique, and it's better actually. Let's go to the side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Important that the veil follow you horizontal to the floor. And then we have a third chance also for the walking. Let's keep our arms totally up, and in this case we can have also here different shape. For example, the third position, a little bit pharaonic, or as I like, more dramatical, more effective actually, with the straight arms. And also here is very important that you pull your belly button in and you push your chest up to become bigger as you can. You will impact the stage in a really different way. Your arms, your palms are on the floor, front of the floor, and let's try. And 1, 2, and also in this case the veil has to fly after you. I do it in all the direction, and I will go from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I go front of you, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Important in this case, because I know what it happens, and this is the biggest mistake. When you bring your arms up, it happens that you cut your neck totally. So please try to push your shoulder down and make you open your back as much as you can, and the help will come as always from your belly button. So this was the main 3 movements when we walk with our veil on the back. But with the same type of movement of the back, we can do also another step that is very much used for the entrance with your veil, and this is chassé step. And also with chassé, we can use the veil, keeping it in the floor in this way. Chassé, chassé, and let's go to the back. Chassé, 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 and I have more space if I go side to side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1, 2, 3. And we can do the same with our veil in second position. So 1, 2, 3, change. 1, 2, 3. And we can do the same with our veil up. Chassé, 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 and chassé, chassé, chassé. I can do maybe a big circle just to show you better all this movement. So chassé, 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 and up, 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 and more up, and. So depends on the choreography, depends, you don't have to use it all in the same time, of course, just train it. Train the position of your arms to understand well how to use it, how to manage it. And another way, also with the chassé, that you go with your arms, but because this is a special movement, I will dedicate a special video just for this because it requires a little bit more technique and more attention. But now I just want to give you the last way to use the veil, and in this case it will be forward of you. So bring your veil forward. I use this entrance, this kind of use of move very much because it gives to the dance a very dramatic taste, theatrical dramatic, so I use it in most of my choreo of veils. It means run with your veil in front of you. It's like you want to run and leave the veil go with you. And I go back, and I bring it back, and I run. And I go back, and I go forward. Of course, you don't need to run much, depends on the space, on the music. Just give the chance to the veil to follow you. So what will happen, it will embrace you. Let's try from here. And go back. It's an effect, of course. And careful, because this is a movement that actually is not the veil, it's totally the body. I want to show you something. When I do this movement, I leave a moment in the veil. What I do, I open and I grow with my body, with my torso. This is the important. I grow and I open, and from here I close and go back, like I feel this energy. It's not the veil, of course, because the veil is so light. I have to imagine this kind of energy. So this energy push me back and bring me forward. It's like a breathe. Look at the arms, what they do with the upper body. The fact that you will see it in the veil, but it's not the veil, it's you who gives the moves, the energy. So again, let's try it in all the directions, from side to side. 1 and 2. Of course, I run with my heels up, not to be more elegant and not to do sound with my feet. And let's drive forward, front of you, and I go back and I turn, start from here, 1 and 2, and 1. And of course, I can do this with different variations. Sometimes I want to really exaggerate the move, so I use more the plie, and I go down, and I go back, and I add a cambre with an extension of my back. But for now, please stay in the first exercise, train it well. I think it will be enough just to understand the feeling of this move. Make it yours, repeat it many times, train well, and we will see you tomorrow with another trick. Bye!